Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about something a little different for me, but important just the same. I have seen a lot of people on YouTube giving relationship advice, just simply because they've either been in relationships for years, or just simply because they've been in a lot of relationships that they just simply feel qualified to give relationship advice. I think both of those things are very important if you want to give someone advice on relationships. My advice, however, is a little different. What provoked this video was that I was watching another video by someone named Walter Lee Hampton. I won't put any of his clips of his video in my video just for copyright issues. I don't want any problems with that. But you can go ahead. I'll try to leave a link to the specific video that I'm referring to in my description box below. But what happened is I listened to Walter Lee just simply because he just so happens to be a black gay man in Atlanta. And I have family in Atlanta. So when he's giving advice on what's going on in Atlanta, I'm always intrigued and I want to know what's going on. And sometimes I even contact my family there. Did you know about this? Did you know about that? So that's what really initially provoked me and made me want to watch his videos. So today I came across one of his recent videos, and in the video he was stating that black women, and he specifically said black women, they need to tolerate, they need to be accepting of, they need to deal with the fact that their man is probably going to cheat on them. What he basically said in the video was that he does not believe in monogamy. And I can totally respect that. Someone choosing for themselves not to either be in relationships, or they choose to be with multiple partners or have an open relationship, whatever you choose is completely your prerogative. I agree with that 100%. What I don't agree with is his advice to black women, encouraging them to stay in relationships with black men, whether they are gay, whether they are bisexual. And this recent video today said, even if he is just cheating and you know about it, you should stay in that relationship. And my eyes went, what? What? Is it really people out here telling women in 2017 that this is something that they have to deal with? This was so alarming to me, because no one, at least no one that I've seen yet, just simply encourages women that it's okay to be single. It's okay to take that time to learn yourself, to learn to love and appreciate and respect yourself. Know your value. There is nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with being single and figuring that out. I think that's exactly what the problem is that you have women who are rushing into marriage, and they know, they saw those red flags at the beginning, and yet they still just, I can't be single, I can't be single, I have to have a man, and so you know what, I'm going to go ahead and marry this man because I just can't be single no matter what. And then once they marry the man, no matter what he does, they feel like they have to stay there in that relationship and tolerate and deal with the abuse, whether it's verbal or physical abuse, whether it is total disrespect by cheating on them, whether it's just not being there for them, being supportive of them, all of these different things. And they feel that they have to stay in that relationship just so they won't be single. And I am here to say, there is nothing wrong with being single. There is nothing wrong with being single. Please, ladies, if you are listening to me, please do not let people encourage you to tolerate a man and his activities. And I'm specifically speaking to the women because that's who he was specifically giving advice to. So that's why I'm going to refer to women and Black women because that's who he was speaking to. And I did see some of the comments in the comment section where you had women, say, hey, yeah, probably monogamy is probably not a good idea anymore. I've had this guy cheat on me and that guy cheat on me and this, that, and the other. I've had guys cheat on me too. But still, that doesn't mean that I'm going to be okay with and tolerate a person just because I'm just supposed to assume that that's what they all do. No, I don't think that that is what they all do. But as I said to Walter in his comment section, I do believe that there are a lot of people, both men and women, who are disloyal, who are disrespectful, who cheat. And I've always said, you as an individual need to make the decision that's best for you. But not just a blanket advice, just stay in there, just deal with it, don't leave no matter what. That is not appropriate. And it just made me want to come on here and speak with you all directly and let you know. And I know there are a lot of women out there just like me who are absolutely like, there is no way I would tolerate that. But then there are a lot of ladies out here who are willing to tolerate just that. And I think it is absolutely scary what they are willing to deal with. Bisexual men, gay men, just to say that they have a Black man or a man. I need you guys to stop. There is nothing wrong with being single. We need to stop making the word single seem like that's such a bad thing, like that's a bad name. You don't want to be called single. It's okay. Relationships are not meant for everyone. And guess what? Being single is not the worst thing that could happen to you. Some people need to be single. Some people maybe are not willing to compromise. Some people are not willing to deal with a person who's cheating on them. Some people are not willing to tolerate abuse. And that is absolutely great. It's not just okay, it's great because you shouldn't be tolerating those things under no circumstances. I wouldn't tolerate it in my relationship. I know my husband wouldn't tolerate it from me. That is just such poor advice. There is nothing wrong with being single and loving yourself. You can take yourself out for dinners. You can take yourself to the movies. You can take yourself out of the country and on vacation. If you have a good friend group, you can go on vacation with your friends. You don't have to be in a relationship though, just to simply say you have a husband. You don't need to do that. Find someone who loves you for you. Find someone who respects you, who adores you, who wants to treat you like a lady. And if they don't, move on. Don't waste your time. You are in for nothing but heartache and hardship. I promise you. If they don't respect you at the beginning, they won't respect you in the future. It's not going to happen. And so what my advice was to Walter and the women under his comment section. And what I asked Walter was, why wouldn't you encourage women to get settled in their careers, educate themselves, find a career, become stable first before marriage or before children? Why wouldn't you encourage these young ladies to do that first instead of condoning and tolerating this nonsense from men? If they're stable and they have something to fall back on, if they're in a relationship and something does go awry, they have more bargaining power. They have more options available to them as far as what they want to do. Do they want to stay or do they want to go? But when you just encourage a woman to just find a man, no matter, if he's cheating, so what? If he's bisexual, so what? Just find a man and just keep with him. Just stay with him. That is bad advice. Get stable in a career. Become financially stable first. And I promise you, you will be able to make better decisions, not only for yourself, but if you have a child, you will be able to make better decisions for you and your child if you are financially stable. So I hope this advice at least reaches women or any woman who is thinking that she should stay with a man no matter what. I hope this advice reaches you. Empower yourself so you can make better decisions. You should not ever put yourself in a position where you are relying 100% on another individual to be faithful or true or honest or respectful, and then when something goes wrong, you're literally at bottom rock, just square one. Don't put yourself in that position, ladies, please. You don't have to tolerate it. There's nothing wrong with single. There's nothing wrong with single. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.